Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Simulation Formula One SF1 GP1 here at the Chinese Grand Prix, round 4 of 22. I am joined for the meantime by the man himself, SF1 Senna, who's going to reserve for the Alpha team this evening. How are you doing, Senna?
Yeah, all good, mate. Back from my holiday, so I'm back into it, focused, ready as ever.
Had to miss the Friday race in GP2. It was quite an interesting race, but nevertheless, you're gonna do a I'm just stumbling over my words tonight. You were reserving this evening for Hub D, so Hub D is away. Hopefully, Hub D's having a good night. Enjoy it. Enjoy the night or the night off this evening. So a couple guys are actually on reserve this evening. We have SF1 Panda in. We have Bill in the Racing Point that's going to reserve. We have Rashi, who's GP3, reserving for his winning team tonight. So be keen to see what he can do after winning the last, I believe, was it 3 races in a row. So let's see.
In GP3, I think he did, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see what he can do tonight in GP1. Right now, I'm waiting for these guys to settle up. It looks like it's going to be SF or RSF1. Uzumaki that's going to start his first flying lap. And once these guys put in a lap, we'll give you guys a nice little video that one of our GP1 components has put together his hot lap for the Chinese Grand Prix. I'm going to stumble over this, the Shanghai International Circuit. Alright, so Uzumaki starts his lap. What kind of time can he put in? I'll give you guys an idea. I'll ask Marcus before he goes on to his race. Who do you think is going to start top 3 this evening?
Antoine's looked very, very strong, as always. I think he's probably going to take pole position. Harrison, I can see him sneaking in the top 3. I'm going to say Antoine, Harrison, and then FCT Jet.
FCT Jet. Bill in the comments is laughing. Made it quite a good pun. Rashi will be fine tonight as he's taking all the sand out of his car.
Exactly, yeah.
But Rashi's saying Jet for pole, so it'll be interesting to see. I'm slamming down the water because I'll be doing the comms this evening during the race by myself. These guys are lucky; they do have a dry race the whole way through. Had a little bit of rain.
We'll see how long I last in the race. If I crash out, I'll be joined.
You're a finisher, Marcus, so I doubt you'll crash out.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm going to down this can of Monster and hopefully I'll be alright for the race.
Oh, Monster. No Fosters for you this evening, huh?
No. I'm going to try and have a bit of a detox after that holiday, I think.
Here comes Uzumaki. He's going to set a, looks like it's going to be a 130.5 to start his lap. Is that Anton just behind him? It is. He's going to put it 129.4. So the time to beat so far. I believe that's a Ferrari. It's going to be Taikero who's going to cross the line next. It is going to be a 130 flat. Who's right behind him? It's Jet. Jet's going to set a 130.1. So good enough for P3. Shoof is coming across the line. It's going to set a 130.1. That is Harrison. Crosses. He validated his time, but it was a 29. So he's going to have to give it another go. As
there's a name I didn't mention.
Amandale gets himself up to P2 with 29.9. Hellboy gets 31.5. Soap's going to cross the line next. Good to see Soap return this evening. He's been out on holiday for quite a while. 130.2. Stig goes on 130.8. Harrison's going to
Stig.
Give it another go. Yeah, wouldn't that be something if you're starting next to your teammates so closely?
Without even qualifying.
Let's see if Harrison can get his lap in. And then once he does, ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you a nice little video of a hot lap around this track. It is quite a wide track. A couple different turning points, a couple different braking zones that could get you out. There's a Haas behind him too. I think that's Amandale. I think Amandale's on a cool down lap. Sector 3 yellow for, it looks like Daiguero. He might be out of fuel. Harrison's close to being out of fuel. He is pushing though. No, he does have his ZRS off, so he's going to pull into the pits.
Another lock up from Harrison as well.
He cut that corner just a bit. Into the pits he goes. All right, I think everybody's gonna pull into the pits here soon. Amadale pulls it into the pits. I believe Hellboy will follow, as well as his teammate Soap. Soap has it is SF1 Stig behind him. Soap pulls it into the pits. He does. Stig is gonna do the same. I believe that's everybody into the pits. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
So,
Once they get in, we're gonna give you a nice little hot lap video brought to you by Harrison in GP1 that he ran for us here at the Shanghai International Circuit. Coming down the start-finish line, you're gonna cross the DRS zone. DRS is open. Start the lap here. Coming down the start-finish line. A bit bumpy on this game. Not as bumpy as it was last season. This long right-hander that actually goes uphill just a bit. Easy to downshift just a bit. Coming down to the left hand. Want to be easy on the throttle because the back end can spit out, causing me to spin right about there. And Harrison did it really cleanly. I wasn't cropping him on this one the other day. Coming into the next braking zone, hard right-hander, almost a near hairpin, I would say. Back up to a left, long sweeping turn. Stay on the throttle as much as possible. Back to the right. Want to get out of the throttle and easy on the brakes as you're coming to a hard left here, which is going to be followed by another left, and then up to what I would consider a hairpin. We want to attack those curves as much as we can. Coming up to the hairpin. Easy does it. Easy in the throttle here because the car can spit out then for a long right-hander, which kind of reminds me of the Vietnam Grand Prix a little bit. Take it as much as you can. Throttle down when you have the grip there. Harrison almost misses himself in the grass. DRS is open now for the second longest backstretch with DRS in the calendar. Coming up to the hairpin, easy on the brakes, don't want to lock it up, as you have seen Harrison do already this evening. You get to see the car just twitch just a bit under throttle, attack the curve, hit those curves, DRS is open, and cross the line for a lap here at the Chinese Grand Prix. But back to the action. Did I miss anything?
was the first one. Shoof and Uzumaki are both out on their next laps.
4 minutes remain in Q3. Anton's sitting pretty right now with a 29.4. Amadale did a 29.9. I did see Harrison run a 29, but it was invalidated. I'm not sure what the tenths were on that lap. But Shoof starts his lap. Can he improve on his 30.1? I have a lot of water sitting next to me for this. I have a feeling these guys are going to battle like crazy. Hopefully this is way more exciting than the Belgian Grand Prix was this evening. Or I would say this morning. The mid-pack battle that was really good, but nothing was happening.
It was alright, I suppose.
Nothing was happening.
You got to give props to the Renault boys, I suppose.
So Shoof, is he up on Sector 2? He's coming up to the end of Sector 2. We'll see if he's up on his time. He is actually down on his time by 6/100ths of a second. Can he make that up on the backstretch?
Close.
Who else is coming? A lot of guys are coming out, actually. Jet's coming out. Tigero's coming out. Anton's coming out. I did see a cheeky little tow that they did with each other in Q2 on the medium compound. In fact, I believe everybody in the top 10 that are going to be racing are on the medium compounds for the beginning of the race.
Yes, yeah, they are.
Can Shoof improve? No, he's going to dive into the pits. He's going to call it because he's not going to have enough time to come back out.
Uzumaki was the next guy, I believe.
So give us a rundown of this track, Marcus. Do you like this track? Do you hate it?
It's not one of my favourite ones. It's not, but I always tend to sort of do okay on it. It's one of those annoying ones where I don't like it, but I do alright on it, so I don't mind it.
There's a Section 2 yellow. That was from one of the Renaults. Uzumaki's going to cross the line. Can he improve? It's gonna go
He does.
30.3. And then
He
we'll just show
improved
you
by a couple of hundredths, I think.
this man who's sitting on pole right now is gonna start his flying lap. Let's see if he can improve on his blistering time of a 29.4. And can Almondale answer back? He is in the 29s. He's just about a little shy over 4 tenths slower. Oh, Anton goes and sets a purple sector 1. That was close. Thursday Rashi in the chat. Bill and Rashi having it out in the comments for the race, so you might be stuck in quite a battle this evening, Senna.
Yeah. Well, I can't be battling with him behind me, can I? You know what I mean?
But Anton sets up purple sector 2. This is going to be an even quicker lap if he can control sector 3 and get it just right. He is coming up on the AlphaTauri of Uzumaki as well. He might get a cheeky little toe
Probably
out of
get a bit of a
this.
toe. Yeah.
It is Amandale just behind him. So we'll see if Amandale's on. He is on a flyer as well. See if Amandale can improve. Here comes Anton. Can he improve on a 29.4 and make that step even higher? Crosses line
Wow,
29.1.
29-1.
That's actually Jet who's going to cross the line. Can he improve? He does, but not
No.
enough. Stays P5. How about Daigero? He's going to cross
They've
the
got
line next.
Harrison on the lap as well. Harrison hasn't set a time yet.
Daigero is going to 29.6, puts him P2.
It's
We
a
have
quick
Shuf
lap.
coming
It's a
across the
quick
line
lap by
now.
Daguerre.
Shuf's going to pull into the pits. So it looks like it's going to be Harrison. Can Harrison get himself close? Sector 3 yellow. That because Red Bull retiring the pits. Here comes Harrison. Can he get himself in between the top 5 this evening for the Chinese Grand Prix? Crosses the line at a 29.6. Good enough for P3. Can he hold on? Because Amadale's just behind him. Amadale close to invalidating that lap. He's going to cross the line. Takes P2.
Second.
Pushes Daigero down to P3 and Harrison down to P4. How about Soaks? Soaks crosses the line, does not improve, and that's going to be it, guys. That is going to be your top 10.
Right. I'm going to jump out now, Kyle, and get ready for my race. So good luck with the race stream, and I'll speak to you in a bit.
You, sir, have a good race and good luck this evening. All right, we'll give you guys the rundown of Q3 this evening. Anton picks up pole position with a 29.1, followed by Almadale and Haas with a 29.4. Further down the order, we have Daigero P3, Harrison P4, Shuf P5, Jet is in P6, Stig P7, Soap P8, Uzumaki P9, and Hellboy is in P10. And there is a 16 car grid I know that is going to start this race. We have the likes of FTC Ravens in the race. We have SF1 Senna. We have SF1 Panda who's here. Rashi's here racing. We have Bill who's here racing. All reserves this evening, getting ready for a GP1 appearance. But once we load up, we'll give you guys a rundown of the points so far this season. All right, now that we're in the loading grid, give you guys a look at the combined, which the combined is we take GP3's points, GP2's points, and GP1's points, combine them together as a constructor, and it gets everybody into a team audience so they all race as one. But right now, Ferrari leading the way at the top of the leaderboard. Mercedes is in P2. Alfa Romeo makes a climb last week up to P3. AlphaTauri makes a climb as well, 4th. Red Bull 5th. Racing Point is in 6th. Haas is in 7th. Williams 8th. McLaren is in 9th, and Renault is at the bottom, looking to climb that table. I'm sure they will. They have a lot of good drivers on that team, headed by SF1 Stig. But we'll give you guys what you really want to look at, the championship points. Anton currently leading this championship with 72 points. Missed last week, but he's still here. He's ready to go. Missing in 1 week, he still holds the lead. Daigero just behind him, 71 points. Harrison in 3rd running the rest of the order, we have Raisin, we have Benny who could not make it, we have Aruzia, we have Stig, we have Jet in 8th, Hubdy ninth, who could not make it. Jono still on holiday, should be back soon in 10th. Cookie in 11th. Hellboy 12th. Amundale is in 13th. SF1 Tom could not make it this evening in 14th. Don Croce, who is not here this evening, is in 15th. Shoof is in 16th. Uzumaki in 17th. And Soap gets himself back in. He is sitting in 19th, or two at the bottom. Pepsi and Enzo not here this evening, yet to score points this season so far. I believe it is on the 29 mark, so we should be going in just about, I would say, 3 minutes by now. So probably at the 32 mark, 33 mark. So look to be back ready to go. I'm going to give my voice just a break. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, get ready. This is going to be one heck of a Grand Prix. Looks like we're about ready to get going, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to set off on the formation lap. Get rid of this mini map. Nobody cares about that. Let's see the tire strategy. Let's see what these guys have gone for at the back. So everybody's gone for a medium compound. I don't see any soft, which is a good indication that nobody's going to do a two-stop this evening. We have Senna on the hards. We have Rashid on the hards. So look for those two to duke it out at some point in this race. But Anton's going to lead this group on the formation lap. Everybody is on their way. That is good to see. What kind of race are we going to see this evening? Especially with a couple of reserves at the back. Raven, who is quick. I don't think it's going to stay P16 very long. Luke Johnson in the comments saying, go McLaren. Anton leading the group around. These guys will have 28 laps to contend with this evening. Look for the medium drivers to pit around, I believe it's between lap 10 to about 14, depending on if we do have a safety car. We have had safety cars this week in GP3 and GP2. This man currently leading the championship. This man in P2 in the championship Has to contend with Amundale just ahead of him. Harrison sitting P3 in the championship, sitting behind his competitor. Can he get himself closer in the points this evening? Everybody warming their tires. We have a few guys being Kimi Räikkönen's. Jet looks like he's just going to cruise it down the line. What can Jet do this evening? Can he have a good race? How about Soap? Can Soap have a really good race this evening? We shall see. We're just about ready to round that final chicane into the start to line up the grid and wait for those 5 red lights to go. Strap yourself in for 28 laps of excitement, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Anton pulls up to the grid to start the lineup. How's everybody else? Raven is just around the last corner to pull up the tail end of this formation and wait for those 5 red lights. Adrenaline is definitely kicking. Nerves could be kicking. Can Amundale get a good start on his competitor Anton into turn 1? Looks like we're just about ready to go. Waiting for those 5 red lights. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights are lit. And we're go, go, go. Can we get a good race start? Amundale gets a good start. Anton gets a good start. Gives him a bit of the squeeze. Here we go into turn 1. Amundale's going to pull into it. Anton holds onto the lead just a bit. How's the rest of the crew? A little bit of argy-bargy. Lots of... There's some end plates going. There's a Mercedes around at the back. I'm not sure what happened. That might be an inquiry for the stewards. I believe that might be Harrison. Everybody's going relatively slow. It looks like we have a virtual. Definitely have a virtual safety car. Let's take a look back. Safety car. Oh, actually have a full safety car. And Hellboy gets a 5-second for a severe collision with Aruzia is out of the race. What has happened to Aruzia? The Mercedes team having a really unfortunate start to this race, as Harrison's now down to P15 with a lot of damage to that right front wing. End plates are missing, winglets are missing. As Anton holds onto the lead as when the safety car came out. So this throws a spanner in the works. Do you pit for a set of hards or do you stay out? A lot of these guys being on fresh mediums, I believe, will stay out. Stig gets himself up to P4, Shoof P5. The rest of these guys going. I can't tell if anybody has damage. We'll have to take a closer look. It looks like the Red Bull has a bit of damage. Ferrari looks fine. AlphaTauri looks fine. Renault looks fine. The Alfa Romeo looks fine. Williams definitely looks fine. Woo-hoo-hoo. Racing Point looks just fine, so it's going to be Harrison that's going to dive into the pits. So Anton and Amundale pull into the pits. Or no, Dyke Harrows, that's not right. It's giving me the interval glitch just a bit. A couple guys in the back dive into the pits, Panda dives into the pits, Uzumaki dives into the pits. And Bill dives into the pits as well. No, he doesn't. He stays out. And it's put Harrison P1 even though he's in the pits. He's put on a medium fresh set and he's going to start the rest of this race. Definitely going to have to pit again. Those won't take him to the end. Let's pull up with a leader who's caught up to the safety car. I doubt the safety car will be out very long. It might even come in at the end of this lap, seeing that most of these guys are within, right on the gearbox of the other car. Safety car on the first lap, a bit of controversy. We'll have to see what has happened. Not sure what has happened to Aruzia or Harrison. I keep getting that pit stop strategy. Please go away. I've seen it at least 3 times so far, ladies and gentlemen. to see if that safety car does peel in. It doesn't look like it's going to peel in just yet. It might have another lap under safety car conditions. Where is Harrison? He's coming around the long right-handed now onto the backstretch. So I mean, it's fair. It's going to give him enough time to catch up to the back of the pack. You see Panda's caught up to him. And Harrison's right there to catch up to him. But safety car will be out for one more lap. A lot of guys warming up those medium compounds because this game, tire temperature is key. It is a very big key. Put this up for a second. Will Anton back up the pack just a bit? Just waiting on that indication to see if the safety car pulls into the pits. As you can see, Anton really wants to get going, trying to tell the safety car to speed up just a bit. Very reminiscent of Senna back in the 80s. Amadeo warming his tires, trying to warm up the rear tires as well. So the traction is there once the restart does occur. Racing Control says safety car is in this lap. We'll be back to racing in just a few corners. Who do we start with? I think we might look at Daigero for the restart of this race. Once these guys peel away. Wondering how much Anton is going to back up the pack for the restart, waiting for that safety car to pull into the pits. Daigero, you're gonna make people motion sick doing this. Let's move away from him for a second. Oh, that's a nice look for the restart. On board with SF1 Stig, the rear behind him. He has a lot of cars waiting, just waiting. We're waiting for those guys to take off. We're gonna ride on board with Daigero. As Anton puts the throttle down, so does Amadeo. Daigero does as well. Daigero goes a bit wide. How's everybody else behind him? Oh, we have Raven looking for a move. No, he wasn't close enough. We have Uzumaki who's overtaken Bill. Harrison has overtaken Panda. Into turn 1. Senna just behind Hellboy. We have Rashi just behind Senna. This will be a good battle between these two. But Raven right now working on it. So gonna get closer. He is ever so close, but that's not a place that you truly want to make a move. He's gonna have to hold just behind him. These guys won't have DRS until I think about lap 6. Driver A that allows that back wing light to open, give him a little bit more horsepower. We have Bill and Panda swapping positions. Not sure what's happened here. This guy's really fighting in the back. It's exactly like the race today. But here comes Raven pinning past Soap on the back stretch. He's thinking about making a move. He's going to go to the inside. Soap's going to give him a bit of a squeeze. But Raven might just have enough clearance. Oh, Soap's going to think about coming back at him, though he backs out of it. Stig is closing in on Daigero quickly. We're going to have to run from these guys for a second. Anton sets the fastest lap so far of a 34.5. Can Stig get himself closer to the back of that Ferrari? Fun fact, an Alfa Romeo beat both Ferraris today in the Belgian Grand Prix, which is really nice to see. Stig gets the car sideways, holds onto it though. Backed off just a little bit. 6/10 now separates 5/10. Keep an eye on the deltas where they're super close. We have a huge battle here from Raven, Soap, Hellboy, his teammate Senna is just behind Hellboy still. And Rashi's behind SF1 Senna. As you see, Harrison and Uzumaki close to each other. They're going to try to work their way through the field as quick as possible. Harrison on a medium compound though, and Uzumaki on the hard compound, so Harrison should have the tire advantage here. He's looking to make a move here soon. Harrison around the long bend. Looks like it gets a little bit better grip. Is he going to send it to the inside? Not just yet. He's going to tuck back behind the Avatari. Overtake is definitely active. Can he get a good toe down the backstretch? Is he going to send it into the hairpin? He is just about. Can he get a better grip on the outside? Uzumaki's going to hold on to it. Side by side, they're going to go into the turn. Last chicane. As you can see, Harrison runs wide to avoid any contact. But it looks like Harrison's got a better run out of that, so he's up position up to P12. Now he has to chase Rashi. Currently a GP3 driver. Harrison should have the pace advantage on this one. Senna in P10, Hellboy. How about the battle up here? How's it going? Daigero starting to close in Amadale as Anton's opened up a 2.5 second gap. And Daigero closed the gap in. Can Stig pull in? Daigero is losing out just a bit more. As he has Shoof that's closing him in now. Red Bull closing in the Alfa Romero. We have Harrison who's made it around Rashi. These guys in the back, they're fighting. DRS not yet available for these guys. It actually is, yeah. My mistake. DRS is now open. Daigero gonna get closer. What has happened to Soap? Oh, Daigero had to check up on the brakes, and so he didn't hit the gearbox of that Haas. Amadale, what has happened to Soap? Did Soap lose a bit of his traction? I know a couple of drivers have been doing so this week. Out of that long right-hander into the backstretch. Even with Harrison and Senna. Senna pulls to the inside. I think he's going to let Harrison have this one. So Senna up, or Harrison up to P9. You have Senna just behind. Daigero now within striking distance of Amadale. We're going to keep it with these two. Just a bit of a lockup from Daigero, easy in the throttle, and you want to attack the curbs as much as you can. Haven't seen too many time penalties yet. Maybe I'm having that glitch. We'll see at the end of the race. Otherwise, with these guys is keeping it super clean. Is you have Raven all over the back of Shoof. He's gonna have help of DRS in this backstretch, but I think Raven's gonna have it, or Shoof's gonna have it on the car ahead. Here comes Raven. 4 DRS is even open. Shoof does not have it. He's going to tuck back into the racing line. And that's Raven up to P5. Can he get a better exit? These guys are all kicking it off. Daigero. 6/10 separates him from the car ahead. Can he get any closer? He does have DRS on Amadale. Running through, we have Shoof holding on to P6. Harrison now right behind Hellboy. This might be a battle to keep an eye on. Harrison on those brand new mediums. He's got a better run out of that. Can he get ahead of the Renault? He's gonna think about can he outbrake? No, that Renault outbrakes him. So Hellboy holds on to P8. However, Harrison just behind that Renault. You can tell that he's battling the dirty air as well. As you can see, the Mercedes goes a bit wide. The dirty air on this game can catch you out at times. Harrison just behind. We had Senna just behind as well. Let's take a board. Senna as we go down the backstretch. You can see the Mercedes working on the Renault. DRS is open for these two. Oh, give me a better camera angle. There we go. We have one on Hellboy. Harrison looks like he's just got in front. Is Hellboy going to think about holding on to that position? Locks up close. Sector 3 yellow. Not sure what that's for. Oh, Panda. Panda's out. We have lost SF1 Panda this evening. And Raven and Stig fighting it out here. Into turn 1. Towards the end of turn 1. Turn 3. That is Raven off my position. Raven is carrying that pace quite well. How about any of these guys battling Stig going on? We do have a battle between Rashi and Senna coming up. Uzumaki is catching Rashi as well. It's a little bit better of a turn and does catch the grass a bit. Ooh, Hellboy's lost just a bit of grip there. That might have Senna get a little closer this time around. Easy on the throttle. The hards are going to start to come to life a little bit better than these medium compounds. Senna does have DRS. Can he get any closer to Hellboy? Will he get close enough to make a move? He's going to think about it. Into the hairpin turn. Senna goes. Holds onto it. The hards are just not enough traction yet, so Hellboy holds on to P9. Senna's going to overtake Hellboy on the start-finish line. Into turn 1. What a move. Hellboy's going to think about coming back. Oh, there's a bit of a touch. Hellboy holds onto the car, though. Hellboy went a bit wide and touched the rear end of that Alfa Romeo. You look now, we have Raven and Daiguerre working on Amundale. Are they going to work as a team to get around that Haas? They have a move for Rashi. Rashi gets around Hellboy as well. I think those medium compounds are starting to fall off just a bit. Raven all over the back of his teammate now. Is this going to be a 3 wide move in just a second? No, it looks like Raven's going to just hold on to this position. He's not going to battle Daiguerre just yet. He's going to let his teammate battle. Amundale, give me a better camera angle than this. This is all the while helping Stig catch these guys back up. As we have somebody diving in for the pits, it's going to be Shoot. And that Red Bull is going to be the first to put on those medium compounds and put the hards on to take them to the end. Never missed the action here with Amundale holding on as best as he can from two very, very fast Ferraris just behind him. Daiguerre and Raven. This is wondering if Stig is going to come into this picture in just a minute, depending on how much these two battle with Amundale. Amundale locks up the front right as Raven is just on his gearbox of his teammate. Stig 1.4, 1.3 seconds. This is helping his race. Hellboy and so both die for the pits for the hard compound. Daiguerre locks up heavily. Onto the start, or the back stretch we are. Can Raven get a move on Daiguerre? I think Daiguerre's gonna let him go for it. And let him try to attack Amadale. However, Harrison is catching Jet really quickly too. That might have to be a battle we take a look at. As Stig has gotten closer now. Had a little bit of a tail spat. He's gonna go into the pits. A lot of these guys diving for the pits. Anton stayed out. Raven's gonna stay out. Amadale pulls into the pits. Daiguerre into the pits. Stig is into the pits. Harrison can stay out. This will help him push a little bit harder as that hard compound pit strategy is now open. You can see Jet pulls into the pits. A lot of guys making gains here. Rashi up to P5. He's battling Uzumaki quite heavily into turn 1. Let's jump on board with Uzumaki. Had to back out of that. Oh, he's getting the back end stepping out on him. He might have a little bit too much diff in. Senna holding on P4, Harrison P3, Raven P2. Bill is just behind Uzumaki now. How about these guys in the back? Stig now battling Shoof. Shoof overtook him, I believe. So that undercut that Shoof did pull did work. Holding on to the back of the Red Bull. Can SF1 Stig line up a move with DRS? Stig just behind on that gearbox. Pins it out in the inside. DRS is open. Coming up to the hairpin. Can he hold on to that? He's not into the racing line. Pulls it. Can Shoof get a better run on him? It looks like Stig is going to make it up back to P10. Raven does pull in the pits. Anton has pulled it into the pits. He's come out P3 though. Rashi just behind him. Senna now in P2. What will he do with that fast Racing Point just behind him? Harrison now holding on to the lead. 6.9 seconds. Anton working on SF1 Senna. Jump on board with Anton. See if he can get these hearts worked in place. Oh, Senna gets the tail a bit happy there. Anton early shifting so he doesn't lose the back end of the car. This should be pretty much an easy set go pass. DRS open for Anton on the inside. You can see Rashi trying to hold on. Uzumaki thinking about making a move on Rashi. Onto the inside, bit of a touch. Rashi gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I think that is our first time penalty of the day. Besides, I believe it was, I can't remember who it was. I got a 5-second. Senna holding on to P3. Uzumaki in P4. How long can Harrison hold those mediums? How long can Bill hold those mediums as well? He's gone 13 laps. He's decided not to pit yet. I wonder if he's doing a little bit of R&D on those tires. Closest delta, we have Shoof working on Stig still. Can Stig pull that gap between himself down and those two Ferraris? Amadale holding in P7. Raven not too far off of Amadale now. both lock up into that hairpin. Can Raven get a good run on Armadale here? This is, I believe, the closest he has been to him. I believe Armadale's going to have... No, he's not going to have DRS on Bill. So, DRS is open. Can Raven get a good run on Armadale here? Pulls to the inside. Squeezes back to the racing line, but Armadale's going to hold on. Anton does enter the pits. Oh no, it wasn't Anton. It was Harrison who entered the pits. Sorry. Raven sets the fastest lap of the race. 34th flat. Armadale holding onto the back end of that gearbox. Such a hard place to pass on turn 1. The long sweeping right-hander. Rashi and Uzumaki still going after the Williams driver and the AlphaTauri driver. So, actually, Bill dives into the pits. He's blinked, so he's going to go out on the hard compound and take them for the remainder of the race. Can Rashi hold on to the back of Uzumaki? He is basically racing SF1 Senna. SF1 Senna gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So that is our third penalty of the day. Keeping an eye on the rest of the Delta. Armadale still holding on the back of Raven. He's working on him quite well. DRS is open. Can he get any closer? He's going to get just behind on his gearbox. Oh, that was almost a touch, and Hellboy gets a 3-second time penalty. As Anton says the fastest lap of a 33.7, Taiguero gets a 3-second time penalty. So that could play in the factor between himself and SF1 Stick, who's just behind him. If Stig can hold on to the back of Taiguero. Schuf is just behind SF1 Stig though. Harrison trying to catch back up with those guys. Harrison has dove for the pits and put on the hard compounds. He is good to go for the rest of this race. Amadale and Raisin here, battling with Rashi and the Williams. Uzumaki gets himself up to P3. I have a lovely aerial camera, finally. Raven trying to think about making a move on Rashi. Both do have DRS. Rashi is going to hold on to the inside line. Oh, don't make it 3 wide, guys. That's never going to work. Raven and Uzumaki. Uzumaki touched the grass. He's going to have to peel back behind FTC Raven. Uzumaki's going to die for the pits, it looks like. So is Rashi. So Raven now does have Armadale just behind him. Keeping an eye on all these deltas. These guys are staying pretty close, even after the pit stops. Raven only 7-8 tenths off of that Alfa Romeo SF1 Senna. And Raven get closer. The 8.3 second gap separates Anton from Senna. So if Raven does get around the Alfa Romeo, he's really going to have to put the throttle down if he wants to try to catch that racing point. He'll have just about 10 laps to do so. Raven getting a bit sideways, lining the car up for this pass. He's getting closer. Both Amandale and Raven should have DRS. Into the hairpin. Is Senna going to dive for the pits this time around? He's into the pits. Where is he going to come out at? Riding on board Stig, he has Schuf just behind him. Schuf is closing him in quickly. However, Harrison's not far off of these two as well. So it looks like Senna's going to come out. He's just going to get these guys. He's right on board. No, there's Senna. Senna comes out right next to Uzumaki. Ooh, that's close. Both on a medium compound as well. Rashi's just behind him. Just keep an eye on everything that's going on. Stig is still somewhat catching Daigoro. Can he hold on to him? I will jump back to that battle with those guys in the back. I just want to see if Stig can mount a attack here. Can he get himself closer to Daigoro? 5/10 separates him and Daigoro. Stig's not going to get close enough this time around. Both lock up. Hellboy gets a 3-second time penalty. Let's jump back on board with these guys, battling out. Uzumaki's right there. Amadeo gets a 3-second time penalty. Uzumaki's going to go for a move on the inside. Where is Senna? Senna has Rashi just behind. Oh, this is going to get Titanic between these two. Both on a medium compound to the end. Fresh medium compound as well. These guys are just, they're having a really good, clean race. Stig just behind Daigoro now. Even closer than before. 3/10 separates 4/10 now. Can he hold on to the Ferrari? Mount a charge to get past. Schuf is in the way in case anything happens. Harrison is closing these guys in rather quickly. Only 2 seconds separates him. He can see them in his distance. Stig now 7/10 separates him. Armandale holding on to the back of Raven. Raven losing a little bit of ground between himself and Anton. Daigoro doing everything he needs to just to hold on to that P4. DRS open for Stig as well as Schuf. Harrison now 1.2 seconds away from these guys on a fresh hard compound. So he does have the tire advantage. Senna and So closing the gap on each other. Rashi just behind. Right on board with Schuf as we battle through with Stig and Daigoro. Amadale is closer to Raven again. It is quite a hard track to pass. There are not very many passing opportunities with a lot of these sweeping corners. The big one is the start-finish line straight as well as the backstretch. You could try to pitch the car in on some of these corners, but it's putting yourself and the other driver in danger of contact. Lap 20 out of 28 laps remain. We have a sector 1 yellow. Not sure what that might be for sector 1 and 2 yellow. It is gone now, so it's clear. However, Harrison has caught this train. Dig close, but not close enough on that Ferrari. Schuf is really close now to the Alfa Romeo. He's gonna hold on to the inside line. Let's jump on board with Harrison. We battle for this four-way battle for P4. As Jet is 5.6 seconds off this battle. We have Senna on the back, so Ratchet just behind Senna. You see Harrison really active on the steering wheel. A little bit of a lockup from Harrison. Whoa, got the tail end swirly just a bit. This is where you want to get the traction as early as possible to get the best run. Looks like Stig has just about closed that gap between himself and Daiguerre. Let's jump on board Daiguerre. Alfa Romeo in the wakes. DRS is open. Stig is going to push through. Easy to the turn. Lockup. Schuf's thinking about it. That was close. Harrison makes up a move for that. He's just behind Schuf now. Schuf close to Daiguerre. Take a look at these guys. What is happening? Ration's overtaking Senna. Senna just behind. They're trying to work their way up to Soap. Soap gets a 3-second time penalty. Gap at the top is 10.7 seconds. Amadeo holding on to Raven. Lap 22. Daiguerre has a train of a Red Bull, Mercedes, and Alfa Romeo that are all looking to pass him, possibly on this back DRS zone. Can Schuf get close enough? Can Harrison get close enough? DRS will now be open for the Red Bull and the Mercedes. Raven gets a 3-second time penalty, so that could help Amadeo. Already lap 23 of this race. 23 laps out of 28 laps. Got in this battle with Soap and Senna. Senna's just behind. As Rashi made his way through on Soap. A little bit of oversteer there from the Alfa Romeo. And Soap get around that Williams driver. And everybody else, Harrison now within Schuf's distance. Harrison's right there. They've fallen off of Daiguerre just a bit from this fighting on track. Here comes Harrison in the Mercedes. Will he have a run on Schuf? Schuf will have DRS on Daiguerre. They're closing the distance in between Daiguerre. Hellboy sets the fastest lap with 132.6 on a set of soft. to get close. Daiguero's doing everything he needs to hold on P4 for the meantime. Lap 24, 4 laps remain of this race. What can happen in 4 laps? A lot can happen in 4 laps. We will see. As you see Stig get back into the car, a little out of shape. Soap and Rashi. Shoof now, right behind Daiguero. Harrison is even closer to him. So is Stig. Stig is still staying within this fight. Jump on forward, SF1 Stig. Some of the camera angles of this track on the TV pod are okay, but the camera broadcasters make this sometimes horrible. Harrison's thinking about making a move on Shoof on the inside. Can he make it stick? Goes a bit wide, gives Shoof just a bit of a touch. Oh no! We caught that. That is so unfortunate for Shoof. That's going to send Jet up in position. And Shoof is going to dive into the pits. But now, Daiguero has 5 seconds of speeding in the pit lane for Shoof. Harrison just behind Daiguero. Stig has dropped off of that battle just a bit. Can Harrison get around Daiguero? Can Harrison get closer? Senna gets a 3-second time penalty. He's riding right behind Soap. Soap's behind Rashi. Harrison trying to line up that Ferrari for a move. He is close. I think it's close enough in striking distance. Once DRS is open, let's check forward with Daiguero. He's going to move the inside. Harrison is flying. I don't think Daiguero's going to have much to say about this. He let that Mercedes through. He's going to try to hold onto the back of the Mercedes. Mercedes is on a better tire compound right now. 9 laps compared to Daiguero's 12 laps in the hards. Stig now on the back. Wonder if he has a bit of damage on his end plate. Doesn't look to be the case. Daiguero holding onto the back of that Mercedes. Amadeo, let's take a look at the Amadeo and Raven battle. We haven't seen these guys battling too much. Diving on board with that. We see Senna working on Soap. 2 laps remain of this race. Well, basically 2.5 laps. And Amadeo can close that gap between himself and Raven, as Anton has opened up an 11.8-second gap between himself and Raven. As I say that, my intervals disappear. Sector 1 yellow. Sector 1 yellow, who's that for? Can't quite tell. We have a battle between Senna and Soap. You see Rashi's in the distance too, so this is a good battle. This might go to the end. Anton has just crossed the line to start the penultimate lap of this race. Firmly in the lead of this race, controlling it all the way through. Amadeo just behind Raven now. Amadeo so close. He can see P2. Can he get around that Ferrari? It'd be a good feat for the Haas driver. The intervals are starting to return, which is nice. Stig has to put the pedal down if he wants to try to overtake Daiguerre on time penalties, because Daiguerre does have a 3-second time penalty. So if Stig wants that P5 on penalties alone, he's going to have to push. Hellboy gets another 3-second time penalty. Taking a look. Can Armadale get a move? Raven just in front. DRS is going to be open for Armadale. Pass is closing him in. Side by side into the hairpin. Both lock up the tires. Can Raven get a better exit? No, he's going to tuck behind that fast driver. So Armadale makes it back up to P2. Starting the final lap of this race. This might be a battle to watch towards the end. We're going to keep an eye on this. Schuf gets a 3-second time penalty. The incident between him and that Alfa Romeo will definitely probably be put into the stewards. It is unfortunate for Schuf. Who did we lose? We lost Hellboy. Hellboy's crashed out. You can see it. Let's jump on board SF1 Stig quick. You can see the Renault on the inside. Right there. So unfortunate for Hellboy. However, we're going to take a look at this battle that's winding up. Where's Anton at this time? Coming around. 14 seconds. That is a unprecedented drive from Anton this evening. Cleaned the whole way through, controlled the whole race, set the pole, is what they call an F1 Grand Slam this evening for Anton. And we'll keep an eye on this. Let's jump on board. What's going to happen between them? Raven's going to think about making a move. Nowhere to go. Anton crosses the line to win. I'm sorry I didn't look at it, but this battle I had to keep on. Raven could not make a move on Armadale. Armadale's going to cross the line in P2 for this race. Will it stay on penalties? Armadale P2, Raven P3. There's your podium finishers. Harrison, a good comeback drive from an earlier incident, is going to cross the line in P4. Daiguerre is going to cross the line P5. Stig is going to cross the line in P6. Jet is going to cross the line in P7. Solid, quiet race for him. P7 Uzumaki, P8. Rashi, GP3 driver, going to get a top 10 in GP1. Crosses the line, so Senna. And Schuf, unfortunate incident from himself in that Alfa Romeo when he was battling both the Ferrari, Mercedes, and the Alfa Romeo. Touches the grass just a bit. He will cross the line. Right now for P12 with a 5-second unserved stop, and Bill holding on to that racing point just to get a couple more points for the man who won this race. He's going to cross the line in P13, and that will do it. Looks like Raven's going to be your driver of the day, so congratulations to him. All right, for the race, the finishing order is as follows. Congratulations to Anton Amundale for P2. Raven, round out your podium finishers this evening. Harrison P4, Tigera P5, SF1 Stick P6, Jet is in P7, Uzumaki P8, Rashi P9, Soap in P10, Senna P11, Shoof P12, and Bill P13. We have lost out of this race Hellboy, Panda, and Ruzia to a DNF. We'll jump on board and see if we can get some of these guys in for the podium. Once these, my voice started to get shot. Alright, let's jump on board, see if I can't get these guys in. So, I gotta go to recent. Just waiting on some of these guys to pop in. We have Raven, we have Anton. See if Amundale joins. Alright, we have all of them.
Bonsoir.
Good evening, guys. What a race. We're going to start with our P3 Raven, a battle between yourself and Amundale. Pretty much the entire race sees you cross the line in P3.
Yes.
What a solid race that was. Just talk us through it, because you had to drive through the field starting, I think, dead last. And you just put the throttle down and put yourself in P3.
Yes. The crash at the beginning hurt me, for sure. I was P8 after the first lap. And then it was a nice race. I was overtaking everyone one by one. And after the pits, I was with Amenadiel until the end of the race. And he was... I don't know if he was faster, we have the same pace, but we've had the same pace. But he was more regular.
Yeah, this solid P3 this evening, though. Solid race. Congratulations. I will move it on to our P2, Amundale. Same thing,
Yes.
basically, same conversation with Raven. You guys battled the whole way through the race, had a good fight the whole way through, crossed the line in P2 after that penultimate lap pass on the backstretch to put yourself up to P2. So
Yes, but pretty good
Bubble.
start. I almost passed Antoine, but he took me after. And first stint was very poor because on mediums I struggled a lot, but after on hard that was much better. And then Raven overtook me, but and then I tried to stay with him for keep the DRS to gain gap on the Daigoro, and I was thinking that he will pull away of me, Raven, but thanks to the DRS, I stayed behind, and I took him on 27 laps, and I don't think I was able to do that, but I'm happy.
Yeah, that was pretty boring for me, to be honest. I practiced only like 30 minutes before the start of the session, and then at the start I was pretty stressed to the pad traction from Amenadiel, and yeah, I tried to shit to keep him behind, and that's what I did, and then I was pretty happy with the defense. That was pretty good through sector anyone, and then I managed to pull away and create a gap and be safe to the undercut. So after that, that was pretty for managing tires and bring the car home, to be honest.
It was definitely a good drive, and congratulate one more, final congratulations to Raven, Amadale, and Anton. Good race this evening, guys. We hope that your luck carries over into next week, where we will race for the first time at Zandvoort, the Dutch Grand Prix. Ladies and gentlemen, we will catch you next week, same time, same channel. Until then, one more final congratulations, guys. I hope you guys have a solid race next week, and we will see you then. Ladies and gentlemen, good night.